BTS's RM and V recently appeared on Moon Sang-hoon's YouTube show, where they exchanged thoughtful gifts and heartfelt conversations. RM and V were already big fans of this YouTube show. In Korea, there's a term called bapchingu, which literally means meal companion. It refers to a show you love watching while eating because it makes your mealtime more enjoyable. RM said this program is his bapchingu. V had another reason for wanting to appear. He was deeply moved after reading a heartfelt letter Moon Sang-hoon wrote to Korea's beloved TV host, Yoo Jae-suk. After reading it, V said he definitely wanted to be a guest on the show someday. Now, that wish has finally come true. Each of them prepared handwritten letters and gifts for one another. RM received an electronic pencil sharpener and a necktie. Smiling, he revealed that it was actually the first necktie he had ever owned. V received a lamp and several vinyl records after Moon Sang-hoon learned that V had recently started collecting vinyl. As Moon reads RM's letter aloud, it's easy to see why RM's lyrics resonate with so many people. Every sentence is thoughtful, heartfelt, and beautifully written. Here's what RM wrote. I've admired and looked up to you from afar for a long time. In an era where everything is becoming faster and shorter, your words are rare. They always leave a deep, lasting impression. I've seen the warmth, joy, sorrow, and kindness you've shared with others come full circle and return to you. I hope that beyond the hugs you give and the smiles you show on camera, your own life and the love in your heart are just as happy and well. From one older sibling to another, and as a fellow guest on Palette of Ordinary Things, a show that has never been the same twice, I want to send you my deepest gratitude, affection, and, strangely enough, a sense of kinship. Moon Sang-hoon praised RM's influence, saying that whenever RM recommends a book, museum, or artist, people immediately become interested. He described RM as someone with a positive influence. RM laughed and admitted there are actually some museums he keeps to himself because he likes visiting them quietly without attracting crowds. The three also discovered they all share something in common. They're all the oldest siblings in their families. RM admitted he used to get jealous of his younger sibling and often rebelled as a child to get attention from his parents, although he joked that he could never win against his parents. Unlike RM, V said he rarely fought with his parents. Instead, he admitted he was constantly competing and arguing with his younger siblings. As the oldest of three, V said his youngest sibling, the only daughter in the family, often received brand-name clothes and shoes. His parents bow Supremo instead of Supreme or Nice instead of Nike, and that ignited jealousy. He confessed he was always competitive with his younger siblings and even once crashed badly while trying to beat them on an S-board. When asked what had fascinated him recently, RM said his new album includes songs about duality. He explained that he became obsessed with the idea because beauty and ugliness often exist together, just like two sides of the same coin. V said he enjoys small talk, and RM agreed, recalling something Moon Sang-hoon once said, "One way to love someone is by talking about the little ordinary things." RM smiled and added, "I like both big talk and small talk." He also admitted that because he talks a lot, his words are sometimes misunderstood and end up hurting him, but reducing how much he speaks isn't easy. RM then asked V and Moon how they gracefully accept compliments. V answered with his hilarious three-step method. In Gyeongsangdo dialect, where he's from, 1, thank you, that's enough. I get embarrassed, so I usually make a joke or throw out a playful comeback to move on. He added that he never feels fully satisfied when people compliment his performances because he always believes he can improve. When asked whether fame makes life uncomfortable because they can't freely do what they want anymore, RM answered that it's okay because music is what they genuinely love doing. He also believes both they and the music industry have matured over time, so things will continue getting better. RM thanked Jin and J-Hope for working tirelessly through solo activities after their military discharge, saying they helped protect BTS's name while the other members were still serving. After everyone finished military service, all 7 members reunited in Los Angeles for the first time in 7 years. They rented a house together and worked almost every day. Their routine was simple. Wake up, exercise, eat breakfast, write music, eat lunch. Keep working until around 8 p.m. Over 6 days each week, they created around 100 songs before narrowing them down to 14 tracks for the album. Sometimes they'd relax together over dinner and drinks. V laughed, saying, "That's when I first learned how to drink soju. I'm sure most armies have already seen it on their official channel." RM reflected that BTS has lasted 14 years because the members are genuinely kind and considerate toward one another. He said being able to share that gratitude together with ARMY means everything to him. V also shared that songwriting became a habit during the Los Angeles sessions. Since it was his first time writing lyrics, composing melodies, and developing album themes himself, he found the entire process incredibly exciting. RM said that Los Angeles had a huge influence on his creativity because he's strongly affected by the weather. Sunny days inspired him. V loves rainy weather and often enjoys simply watching the rain and listening to its sound without any music playing. V said that when he was younger, he'd spend every day off exploring because he had endless energy. RM revealed that his love for museums began after visiting the Art Institute of Chicago with V in 2018. During the pandemic, however, he began discovering Korean painters for the first time. He felt embarrassed that, despite being Korean, he knew so little about Korean artists. Today, RM owns a large art collection and hopes to open his own museum someday. RM's personal art collection will be on display at the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art from September through next February. V shared that although he loves jazz, he rarely visits jazz bars. Instead, he enjoys watching live jazz performances online through Instagram. Moon praised RM and V for encouraging fans to discover museums, art, and jazz, calling it the true meaning of positive influence. RM smiled and thanked him, saying he sometimes questions himself, so hearing that meant a lot. "I only watched this because RM and V were guests. The concept is basically ordering food and talking until it arrives. Once the food shows up, the episode is over. Simple, but somehow really enjoyable. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know how we can improve in the comments. Your likes and shares motivate us to keep making more BTS content. See you next time."
그리고 저는 심지어 가끔 메뉴를 시킬 때 수저를 몇 개를 주시는지도 잘 봐요. 왜요? 이게 보통 몇 인분이 먹어야 되는 게 아니었나 이런 식으로.
저도 그런 생각하는 것 같아요. 근데 진짜 이게 저희의 첫 유튜브거든요. 지금 모든 멤버 중에 저희가 첫 유튜브예요. 너무 신나요. 잘 나온다 모르겠다. 근데 저희 이게 있잖아요. 2편 이렇게는 안 되죠. 이왕 찍는 거.
허락을 받아주십시오.
이제 밥 왔으니까 이제 먹으면서 얘기하는 거죠. 이 팬들 얼마나
그거는 여기 세계관을 깨는 거라서 안 돼요.
그래?
근데 원래 깨지는 게 세계관 아닙니까?
그러니까.
빠둥이에게 한마디만 해주실 수 있나요?
안녕하세요, 빠둥이 분들. 항상 새해 복 많이 받으시고
이거 힘들죠.
건강하시고요.
제가 입은 안 닫거든요.
적게 일하시고
조금만
많이
접근해서?
버셨으면
그래?
좋겠고요. 저의 밥 친구와 밥 친구를 할 수 있어서 무한한 영광입니다. 말 좀 해주실래요?
네?
태영 씨? 제가 드릴게요.
네. 관심 있으실지 모르겠지만 저희가 드디어
야, 네가 리더다.
컴백합니다.
드디어 얘기하네, 처음으로.
그리고 저희가 열심히 준비해가지고 나오는 거라 그게 정규 앨범입니다. 14곡 들어있고요. 그리고 이제 언젠가 혹시 궁금하신다면 한번 저의 뮤직비디오 영상을 한번 봐주시길 바랍니다. 이거는 뭐예요?
그 마늘 소스고 여기도 있습니다. 새우젓이요.
와, 마늘 소스 처음 본다. 노추?
노추? 볼 때 그런 감동이 있고 들을 때 감동이 있는데 볼 때에 대한 감동은 유튜브에 키스 잘의 오버 더 레인보우 도쿄에서 콘서트 했을 때 그 오버 더 레인보우라는 곡을 연주한 적이 있는데
그 오즈 마법사에 나오는 그 오버 더 레인보우인가요?
네, 그분이 가장 유명한 게 콘서트마다 셀리스트는 똑같이 하시고 피아노 그 기법 편곡만 자기 감정에 맞춰서 조금 편곡을 하시는 분이세요. 근데 그게 너무 기분 좋은데 그 도쿄 편이 진짜 도쿄 버전이 너무 좋았어요.
이게 정말 저는 정말 좋은 것 같아요. 팬들이
시시콜콜한.
어디서 어떤 그 무대가 진짜 좋았다.
네.
맞아요,
맞아요. 그냥
네.
뭐 최애 무대.
19년도 콘서트 둘째 날 거 이런 거 있잖아요.
맞아요.
그런 게 진짜
그런 거 참 보면 너무 귀여워요.
맞아요.
이런 걸 또 기억을 해주시는구나.
맞아요.
형님 약간 그렇지 않으세요? 언제 어디 영상에서 나온 그 후드 입고 나왔을 때
진짜 웃겼다.
진짜 카와이 했는데
네.
이런 말 많이 듣지 않으세요?
아,
죄송합니다.
아니에요.
뭔가 잘못된 질문을
아니 제가 그런 경험이 없었던 것 같아요.
근데 아무튼 그 키스잘의 노래는 I Love Music이라고 있어요.
너무 좋지.
그 노래 진짜 좋아요. 그래서 7분짜리인데 좀 길긴
I Love
하지만-
Music?
네. 근데 그게 요즘 너무 쇼폼 세대잖아요.
너무 쇼폼
너무
세대.
노래도
너무
다
쇼폼.
짧고 하니까.
너무 쎄.
근데 저는 그 사이에서 긴 게 좋더라고요.
아,